My Gavan and Melanine, and well met indeed. I am Aracher Galadirthan, or today I shall be known as Scout Captain Aurelius, and welcome to what is potentially an entirely new visual experience for my currently so far DAC saturated channel. And that is Warhammer 40,000 Dawn of War Soulstorm with the Titanium Wars mod. Now, the Titanium Wars mod I have had for years, for ages. However, due to a misunderstanding, shall we say, between ModDB's non-copyright rules and the Titanium Wars mod, you can't actually download it on ModDB. That was a really long-winded way of saying that. We'll get more into it in a minute. Many of you may have seen Warhammer 40,000, of course, may have played it. I didn't particularly like the second one. I'm a base builder fan, and I didn't like the lack of base building and the very, very detailed squad level that it took you to. So I didn't really get on board with number 2, but I absolutely love number 1, and it is one of my favourite games, along with Heroes of Might and Magic, which I've already covered, and indeed Battle for Middle-earth. This leaves out only very few games left in my favourite game list. But anyway, today I'm going to play this one. Now, this is a campaign, so it could run on indefinitely if you all enjoy it. I will, of course, say that this video, I'm away. I'm not in the country when this video is recorded, so there won't be a second one until I am back. But I just wanted to throw it in there to see how you all felt about it and if you enjoyed it, and if you wanted to see more. I'll talk a little bit about the modding issue on ModDB with Titanium Wars, because I think it's hilarious, and I think it's stubbornness to the point of idiocy, but that's by the by. It's thoroughly enjoyable, and we're going to play it. The mod just adds a lot of units and a lot of extra features to the background. Now, I do know quite a lot about the Warhammer universe, believe it or not. It's an area that I also find interesting. However, I don't know loads, so if you know more, feel free to post what you will. Now, I'm going to choose the Imperial Guard, the Astra Militarum. They are my favourite faction in the game. However, my favourite race are the Tau. I feel a little like I'm abandoning our roots here, because obviously the Imperium of Man is what we have become in the Warhammer universe, although obviously it's a different universe, a gamified version, but the Imperium of Man comes from Terra, the Latin name, of course, for our own planet at this time, and they have the Space Marines as their military wing. They've got the Sisters of Battle, the Adeptus, I want to say Adeptus Auroritus, and of course the evil version of the Space Marines. Oh, evil is a difficult word with Chaos, really, isn't it? But the Chaos Space Marines also, who used to be human, of course. And of course the Imperial Guard, the mainstay of the armies of the Imperium of Man. Now, as I say, they're my favourite faction in this game. They play how I like the most, but I do really like the Tau as a race. I think as a race they're a brilliant idea, and I love playing as them because I can really get behind their ideology. Whereas the humans, I don't like the wanton death that the Imperial Guard require to succeed. The Guardsman's way to victory is just by throwing body after body after body at the enemy, and I really don't like that battle style. Whereas the Tau are all about looking out for one another, the greater good, and patience, and shooting your enemy down from afar. But we're going to play as the Imperial Guard. So let's dive in. That is General Vance Stubbs, who leads the 252nd Kauravan Conservator Regiment. That is who we are playing as. We are stationed here on Kaurava 1. As you can see, it's kind of a bit like a Risk sort of board game style game, but the game is actually very similar to Battle for Middle-earth. It's a strategic level. Indeed, this game came out at the same time as the first Company of Heroes. If you've played that as well, you'll know that they're very similar. There's strategic points you have to capture, and other than that, it's just kill your enemy with more units. But this is the campaign map level. You won't be on this map very much. Every turn you fight a battle. If you don't, you're going to be battered. We start here on Kaurava 1, as I was saying a moment ago. We are joined by the Sisters of Battle, holy maidens of the Guard Emperor's faith. I hate the Sisters of Battle. I think they're really dull, and I think they're terrible in this game. They're one of the worst. They were added with the Soulstorm expansion, along with the Dark Elder, who live down here on the moon of Lacunae. I should say that I've played this so much. I've won it with the Imperial Guard 3 times, and I've won it as the Tau twice. With the Imperial Guard and the Tau, I've won it on hard and medium with the Imperial Guard. I've done it twice. I've also won it with Space Marines on medium, but I've only ever won it with the Tau and the Guard on hard, and I'm playing on hard this time as well, and as you will see, it is relentless. It is really difficult. They throw so much at you. Although I should say that with all strategy games, I like to take it slowly, I like to build bases, and I like to expand out that way. I don't like to just throw units at them over and over and over. I don't like to just have a click fest where I'm clicking left, right and centre as fast as I can. I like to win my way, and I shall do that as well in this. But there is a campaign to it, so we will at least see some progression. And each of these regions that have the little flag above them, they are unique regions, and they have scripted events, and they have very unique bases, whereas all of the interim ones are just standard. You attack the enemy, they attack you, you kill each other. But that's the background to it. We start on Kaurava 1 with the Sisters of Battle. They are a wing of the Imperium of Man, and it's peculiar that we're fighting each other, but they have deemed us unworthy to bear the Guard Emperor's name, and they are here to cleanse this system because they feel that we have failed our great Emperor. The Space Marines are also here, but to remove the taint of the Orcs, who are their chief enemy, although their ultimate rival, of course, are the Chaos Space Marines, who used to once be Marines. Over 10,000 years ago now, of course, but there we are. Space Marines are, of course, immortal. Only death in battle brings them death. The Orcs start on this one as well, in the mountains of Kaurava 2, and the Tau start on the moon just above. I can't remember the name of their moon. Oh, she talks to you if you click on anything, no matter how many times you've played. This is Nan Yanoi, the moon base of the Tau. I also like the fact that the Tau's culture is heavily influenced by Asian cultures of the real world. They're like a mix of Japan and China into one. They're really cool. I really like them. And they have Taoism as their kind of belief, very closely a twisted form of Taoism, but that's kind of their religious belief. So those are the enemies on Kaurava 2. On Kaurava 3 we have the Eldar, who I also find really boring, and they're kind of like the specialist faction. It takes a little bit of time to learn how to play as them. Every unit in their army has a really unique role, and it will perform that role better than anything else in the game, but it will only perform that role. So their long-range specialist is very good at long range, but it's appalling in melee and even in close range. And that pattern goes through all of their units. I've never liked them. They are too hands-on for me, too micromanagement. They share the third planet with the Necrons, who are heavily inspired. I say heavily inspired. They're basically just Egyptians, ancient Egyptians in an army form in this game. And they are in Kaurava 3 with the Eldar. And then finally on Kaurava 4 are the Chaos Space Marines, the Word Bearers, some of the first Marines to turn against the God Emperor, and they are joined by the Black Heart Cabal, the Dark Elder. The Dark Elder are my least favourite faction, closely followed by the Eldar and then the Sisters of Battle, and the Orcs as well, to be honest. I only really like the Necrons, the Space Marines, the Tau and the Imperial Guard. But the Dark Elder are the absolute worst. They're like everything that I hate about the Elder, but even worse because they have less units. I just don't see... I feel like the Sisters of Battle and the Dark Elder weren't really planned out properly when they made the game. And they've suffered for that by being the worst two factions in the game. But before we move anywhere, we're going to claim this whole planet. The base theory, of course, is just you need to beat everyone, and to do that you have to take their headquarter planet, their headquarter regions. If you take their headquarters, then their army will no longer be able to attack you. So they'll still hold any regions that you've not claimed, though. So if we took Vyasastan, this region I'm clicking on now, and then moved straight onto the Sama district, yes, moved straight onto the Sama district, we would stop the Sisters of Battle being able to retaliate. But they would still hold the Shakun coast and Kaurav city, and the Jalaganda lowlands as well. You get requisition that you can see there. Each planet gives you a bit of money. The money's up in the top. You use this to set up your what your army will look like when you go into the battle. But then once you're in the battle, your resources and everything are shaped by that map itself. And as I say, potentially if you do enjoy this one, do please let me know. Leave all feedback on any new game. But this one has the potential to go on as an actual campaign, and you can see our progression as we take down the other... What is it? 7 factions, 8 factions, including the Sisters. And as I say, I thoroughly enjoy this, but you may not enjoy the way I play. But the game is just so good. I love the absolutely horrendously fanatical way that the armies in this like support their emperor and believe in this god emperor. It's so cool. The small little number that you'll also see on the regions just denotes the region's strength. With, I think, 15 is the maximum, I think. And that can only be obtained in a fortress region. A standard region I don't think can go above 10. But I can't really recall the minutiae like that, unfortunately. You do have an option to highlight who owns what, but when you start on the region you start in, you always only own your headquarters, but the other factions all own what they like. Normally the factions don't kill each other, but every now and then I do notice that Chaos and the Dark Elder tend to kill each other. They're the most likely to kill one or the other. And other than that, I've not noticed anyone else ever beat anyone else. But these two do it quite a lot. And as I say, I've played the campaign quite a few times. So, that's the campaign level, that's the introduction. I do hope you enjoy it. These, just to finish it off as well, when you attack a planet, if we were to attack Vyasistan, you normally get to choose an honor guard, and these are units that you can drop into the battle with you. Now, they require requisition, which you can see up there in the top, and you can also reinforce your regions, and that requires requisition, so I can have it so that if someone attacks me, there will automatically be like 2 units of anti-infantry squads ready to go. Now, no one really ever attacks your capital provinces, so I don't need to put anything into Sala precinct at the time, but that's all the requisition is for. But as you will notice, there's a little picture on the right hand side there, and that just denotes what you win by taking that region. So if I take Kaurov City, I can then choose to drop into every battle with a unit of regimental bodyguard. And they're just a slightly better version of our base unit, the Guardsmen. Although this mod adds a unit below Guardsmen called Conscripts, who are even worse than Guardsmen. And of course, if you've played this game, you know how shockingly awful Guardsmen are. But give them some plasma rifles and drop them in the enemy base en masse, and you can really do some damage. And that is exactly what I intend to do, if I can get to the enemy. Playing on hard is such a slogfest that if it does prove to just take hours to even do a single map, I will probably drop it down to normal and then get back to where we were and then carry on from there. Just because I don't really want to slug through an hour each time, as it takes up a lot of time indeed. But we'll see when we come back, we'll see what happens. Righty-ho, our first point of attack is going to be Kaurav City to get the regimental bodyguard, and then we will move on the Sama district, the headquarters of the Sisters of Battle. But, as I say, we'll only do one episode now. I may do 2. I may supplement it with a second one, because I've got 2 more days now before I go away. So I might do a second one, and then they will go up when I'm away. You'll be watching this when I'm away, so the next ones won't be until June. But do leave your feedback. Right, in we go. We can't get any honor guard, we can't do anything, we're going to go blind. The enemy's got a single base, they consist of basic infantry, and the enemy commander is a skilled combatant. You can also access the archive and have a little read, which gives you just backstory on all of the regions in the game. I've read many of them myself. They're always just little snippets of kind of lore. They won't ever influence the map itself. They won't tell you anything about the map. They just give you cool backstory on the game. And so that's the archive. I'll show the archive of each map level, and you can pause it and have a read if you want to. But in we go, Kaurav City. This is on hard, the Sisters of Battle. Now in Titanium Wars, they aren't just the Sisters of Battle as they were in the vanilla game. They are entwined with the Inquisition. They get to call upon the Inquisition, which is arguably one of the most powerful orders in the Imperium of Man, as they are answerable only to the God Emperor himself, whereas almost every other body is just so entwined with bureaucracy that they can't do anything on their own. Oh, they talk to you a lot. Right, as I say, it's on hard, so I will try and explain what I'm doing as I go through. But it's very important to be very quick on hard. You've got to... I know I don't like being super fast, but unfortunately necessity demands that I'm at least reasonably speedy.
Reporting for duty, sir. You will have it.
Without conscripts, secure our location. Now, as I also said at the beginning, I play very defensively. I'm going to secure this strategic point and hold and hunker down. We get a relic already, which is required to get your best units. So the fact that we already get one is a massive
Reporting for
gift.
duty, sir. Yes, sir.
Because the Imperial Guard require and rely heavily on their vehicles. They get one of the best ground vehicles in the game, the Baneblade, and they get phenomenal support in the incredibly overpowered with its range Basilisk Cannon.
What now?
And I intend to use the Basilisk Cannon to full effect in order to secure our lands. We must get power, as that is a resource. Top left, you get requisition and resource. And power, sorry. Requisition comes from holding and then fortifying these points that you can see dotted around the map. And then these ones here are just better versions of power generators you can build on top of those. You can zoom right in, really unsettlingly. You can move right into you are practically on top of them. And you can also zoom slightly further out. But
It is my duty to serve.
no, I haven't played in a while actually. And so even I am going in reasonably blind. Now the Guard also have a really nice little feature, which is similar to the Battle for Middle-earth tunnel feature, except that it applies to every single building you own. And I can drop a unit into any building as long as it's not a power generator, and then they can be called into any other building by accessing this sort of tunnel network.
As you wish, so shall it be
What
done.
you orders?
It's very useful indeed.
The Emperor guides all.
That is our actual general. He's unique in the campaign. He looks slightly different on the skirmish map. But General Vance Stubbs. Imperial Guard are unique in that their hero unit is actually a group, and I can call upon a squad to support him.
Live! What do you orders? Live! Right, live!
But every other faction, apart from, is it the Dark Elder? Yeah, the Dark Elder get a retinue around their leader as well. But all the others just have a single, really powerful one person,
As you wish, so shall it be done.
who you will almost certainly see in the first wave of enemy assaults upon us in a moment.
Objective secured. It is my duty to serve.
Worthy of my skill. I am honored.
Right, we want to get to the Mechanized Command as fast as possible, which requires Battle Command, which is an upgrade to our Field Command structure, which requires an Infantry Command or a Tactica Control. Now we will go Tactica Control.
Initiating construction.
Now remember that the people that we are currently using are all conscripts.
Sir, yes, sir.
They are the weakest unit in the game by quite a way, to be honest. Can't really rely on them to
As
do
you
too
wish,
much.
so shall it be done.
We do get turrets.
Standing ready.
Challenge worthy of my skill.
The enemy will come, and they will come in vast,
Did it, sir.
almost unstoppable numbers. Which is why, in my experience, the best way to try and win, to try and actually hold the game,
You will have it. We did it, sir.
is to get a solid defense up really early, hold the initial wave off, and then you can begin to think about building troops that might actually
Such is the Emperor's will.
win, basically. But that's a long way off.
Where's our fire support?
They are here! Get the turret up!
Standing ready.
Stubbs, join in the battle.
Face the Emperor's might.
These are the Sisters of Battle.
Standing ready.
Nothing in comparison to a heavy bolter turret. Not yet, anyway.
I am on it.
Oh dear. Oh dear, I've Control-Alt-Deleted, and my finger's on completely the wrong location. It's alright, we're on Nvidia, so it just keeps recording. It doesn't mind about dropping to this home screen.
Capturing it was easy. Hold it.
Initiating
This more power there.
Take me a moment.
Upgrade our field command. Oh no, I don't really want to upgrade our field command. What I want to do is delete that.
As you wish, so
It was our only troop construction building. Oh, I'm such an idiot. I'm trying to do. I've been defeated through my own idiocy. We have nothing to do but to end turn now. No one will attack us though. They'll just flit about. Oh, well, I apologise for that. We'll have to attack again. I like to build 2 headquarter buildings, but I don't normally like the placement of the first one because my base will end up being very, very large. Although we dropped them down a strength level, which is very cheeky. There are no negatives to losing a battle. Unless you've trained an Honor Guard unit and one of those units dies, you'd have to retrain them. But otherwise, if you've not trained anything, you've not done anything, there is no negative to losing a battle. The game just sends you back there, you end turn, you come back again. But it does mean you've got to run through everything again. Let's get a third one and then get 2 tech priest engine
It'll
seers.
only take me a moment. I'll take care of it, Lord.
Right,
An easy matter for one of my skills.
let's put our infantry command at the back here. Get one of these up and get them ready.
Initiating construction.
Because I'm going to delete the field command and I'm going to build them back down here near the relic.
It is my duty
Now
to
the reason
serve.
that I do this I can explain to you.
It will be my honor.
Let's change him to stand his ground
A
and
true
shoot his
servant
gun.
never yields to doubt.
Oh, I want to move that over there, but oh yeah, no, don't touch anything. Don't touch the keyboard yet. I'll worry all about that in a different time.
Reporting for duty, sir. By the Emperor. You will have it.
Now, yes, I want to move the field command because I tend to build 4 mechanized commands. This builds our tanks. I build 4 so that I can get our tanks out faster, but also because units garrisoned in the mechanized command have the ability to drop onto the battlefield. They can you can just call upon them and you can click anywhere on the battlefield and they'll just drop there. So, but you can only get 5, I think, to a building. So if you build 4, you can drop 20 units of guardsmen anywhere on the battlefield that you have sight range.
Yeah, the machine spirit's voice.
And I use
Why
that.
my skills.
By the Emperor. By the Emperor. You will have it. Looks like everything's in order,
Power
sir.
supply up.
That you require my skills.
You up there.
I am honored that you require my skills.
Build that next. Hold the shift key. Didn't I build a third one of these? Yes, there
As you
is.
wish, so shall it be done.
My name in this one, I call myself Scout Captain Aurelius, but I think our team name will just pop up everywhere instead. So we are, because it's the campaign, we are the 252nd
Did
Kalravan,
it, sir.
rather than my game name.
I am honored that you require my skills.
Guard are defensive. That's why I like them. Their whole build, their whole gameplay style is
Will only
tuned
take me
to
a
defending
moment.
themselves.
What do you
A
order?
challenge worthy of my skill.
Go up there and claim that.
Take it
Go over
at
there and
all
claim that.
costs. What are your orders?
You guys aren't doing anything.
For the glory of the Imperium. We've
I am
won.
on it.
There's also a very cheeky, or not cheeky, but there's a very interesting morale system in this, which a lot of obviously games don't
You heard
have.
the man. Jump
And
to.
so the
Such
guardsmen
is the
have
Emperor's will.
appalling morale, 100 out of 100, which may seem like a lot, but it's not. It's awful.
Will only
And
take me a
if their morale is broken, they basically become,
As you
they
wish,
essentially have just
so
become
shall it be done.
ineffective. They no longer are actually doing anything for you. And they're easier to kill, they do less damage, and they,
What now?
yeah, they don't actually flee. They will stay where you've left them,
What are your orders?
but they won't be any good.
Take the objective. Take it at
I want to at
all
least secure
costs.
this side of the
Will
map.
only take me a moment.
Keep building these points because they increase the requisition value
By the Emperor.
a lot.
You will have it.
Standing ready.
You can garrison them in here and they shoot out, but they don't shoot out. They're not as good if you do that. They're much better if they're standing out of it on their own. I also am an absolute sucker for base uniformity, and I will often delete buildings just because they don't look good in the placement that they are in, and which may annoy some of you if I do continue this on. I can only hope that it doesn't. I have been known to destroy entire sections of my base just because there's a better way I can build the formation and I can make it look nicer.
I am honored that you require my skill.
Right, now we can delete that without fear because we have got an infantry command.
I am honored that you require my skill.
It's cheaper to build your first one, so it's cheaper to then rebuild your... Can we get one either side? Yes, we can. Build them about halfway up.
A challenge
Now build two
worthy
because
as you wish,
you can only get
so shall
6
it be
power
done.
plants, or 6 plasma generators. It's power basically. You can only get 6 power plants per headquarters structure. So by getting 2 headquarters structures, you can really max out your power.
Initiating construction.
I just like to be. I like to overwhelm the enemy, and that's how I like to win. Whereas I'm sure there'd be many people who'd already be churning out guardsmen from their infantry command and just streaming towards the enemy as we speak. But I suppose I could have rushed down here and held them. Actually, I didn't think of that. Have I got a unit of guardsmen? 2 units of guardsmen.
Live by the Emperor. You will have it. Live.
See how far we can
The
get.
hand of the Emperor guides all.
It will only take me a
You there. Join in with the construction of that. For those of you who don't know anything about the Warhammer backstory or background, the life of a guardsman is completely
Of course.
irrelevant and insignificant.
By the Emperor. We've won, if such is the Emperor's will.
And I don't like playing like that. I don't like winning like that. Each guardsman under my control has a purpose, and I will see that none of them waste their lives in vain. Which is why really I like the Tau more, because the Tau are really calculating. Everything has a purpose. They don't just kill off their own units for no reason.
It will only take me
They're really, really, really planned.
Where's our
And
support? If such is the Emperor's will.
I much prefer the Tau.
will do as you
But
ask.
the Imperial Guard faction, I'm better with. Oh no, they've taken it already. They've taken it already. Retreat to the hill. They've taken up there as well. We have nowhere to retreat to. Get the Texir out of there.
So shall it be done.
We should have run for that straight away. Foolish.
We're under fire.
Ah, the enemy is coming for us. Stubbs, return to the defensive
The
position.
Emperor guides all.
I am on it.
How have you two done? Ah, they've built
A moment.
us another one.
A challenge worthy of my skill.
Just wait till the basilisks come out. The enemy won't be doing anything then. There's their canoness. That's the hero leader of the Sisters of Battle.
What do we do?
The hand of the Emperor guides all.
It is my duty to
You
serve.
gentlemen.
We're under fire.
Ah, good job, good job. Our defensive units are very, very strong. It'll take the enemy a long time to
As you
crack
wish,
our
so shall it be done.
defense.
A challenge worthy
Build me a couple
my
of them.
skill.
Right, we're going to have to defend where we are, which is a shame. Get a couple of unit of guardsmen out now, though.
As you wish, so shall it be done.
Can you do that there? Yes, you can. And another one.
Challenge worthy of
Yes, you
my
can.
skill.
Get some more.
A challenge worthy of my skill.
They'll build those when necessary.
And accounted for, sir.
Pull the conscripts in.
Best you got.
Guardsmen!
You will have
The
it.
shortcut is T. T, 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 T. There's so much button pressing in this.
Looks like everything's in order.
Smashing away on the keyboard, it gets quite annoying.
To serve the Emperor, yes, sir.
Get those guardsmen out.
Live by the Emperor.
Guardsmen are issued with a standard issue las gun,
We've been overrun.
and they're not really that good. Especially the conscripts. The sisters will ruin us.
What are your orders?
Standing ready.
Oh, good lord, what was that?
It's an honor to serve the Emperor. You will have it.
Hold your ground. Fire! They're throwing grenades at us.
The hand of the Emperor guides
Get me a Psyker and a Commissar. The Psyker, when you build the Psyker on his own, he has the coolest voice. It sounds incredible, I love it.
Thank you, machine spirit, for our safety. Require my skill.
The hand of the Emperor guides all.
You can go in.
Do you need me?
Strip their souls, Psyker! Done, well done. Guardsmen!
By the Emperor.
Your brothers die around you. Join the fray. See how warped and twisted they sound. Just wait until he says witness your doom. It sounds incredible. Unless, of course, you've played this before and you know exactly what he's going to say. In which case, how cool does he sound when he says witness your doom? Upgrade our command centers. Oh, advance is down. We need a battle control and a tactica command. We're lagging, we're lagging.
I am on it.
Don't let yourself get killed.
This able beast should
Get in there, get in there, get in there, get in there. He's in. Under the cosh already.
Is that the best you've got?
Now some of you may blame this on my slow, plodding method of gameplay, but I say nay.
Initiating construction.
Reporting for duty,
Will
sir.
only take me a moment.
Pull back. They might take that one, but they won't. It'll take them a while to get that one, and they won't take that one because it's got the turrets.
I am on it.
I will happily admit that I should have been slightly faster out of the gate.
Looks like everything's in order. My duty to serve. What are your orders?
The enemy comes. Guardsmen, lay down your lives in defense of this single turret. It is ordered. Units fire far less accurately and with less damage if they are on the move. If they're standing still, they do a lot better.
Too much for us.
Oh, crew our guardsmen. Get in there and go and join. Now we need
What do we do?
anti-infantry and a mortar team. Oh, turrets up, turrets up. Engines here. Another one. If we are hemmed in, we will lose. But if we can get our vehicles out, then we have a chance. Upgrade those, get some more money, they do more damage. Is anyone shooting you? Yes, they are. Oh, who's shooting you? We are forced to retreat.
Ready and willing, sir.
Stand ready, men.
As you wish.
Where are those Texiers?
Where do you want us, sir?
No, no, not you.
Get through our field of fire.
Require my skill.
Where do you want us?
The enemy will fall upon the bolters of our guardsmen.
Big guns ready to fire. Nothing. We're under fire.
Stop.
Fire.
Set up. Fire!
Is that the best you've got?
Oh, guardsmen, you
Willing, sir.
let me down this day.
Willing, sir.
I didn't build towers fast enough. Should have built more towers. Where's that,
You call for some suppressive fire? We'll get through our field of fire.
Don't stand on the front line, you're not a front line operative.
Require my skill.
Ah, the mortars are firing.
Require my skill.
We can push them back.
Present and accounted for. Yes, sir.
Get grenades to start with.
You heard the man. Jump to.
It will only take me a moment. Of course.
Big guns ready to fire. By the Emperor. You will have
Oh,
it.
might need to tone down the
It's my
graphics.
duty to serve. We'll cover our men.
As you wish, so shall it be done.
What are your orders?
What on earth's going on here?
We'll cover our men. Look at this side.
Oh, they've brought up a tank already.
So shall it be done.
For some suppressive fire. What are your orders? Big guns ready to fire.
She's dead, she's dead, she's standing still.
We'll cover our men. Is that the best you've got? Nothing will get through our field of fire.
Now I can actually do that in game. Sorry, just very briefly. Oh no, I can't. I can turn down. We want scarring. We'll turn down the bodies a little bit though. Terrain detail can go down to low. Ah no, that's not done too much. Gonna need to lower the graphics a little bit. What on earth are they? Celestian Sisters of Silence. What have we got training? Get me flame tags. Get me hellhounds out here now! Mortimer, retreat to the line. Retreat to the line.
Ready and willing, sir. Heavy weapons. Ready and willing, sir.
Got nothing that can deal with that at the moment.
Fall back! For the Emperor's sake, fall back!
Scout, they're not going to be any good. Oh, I know what we want. We want. Oh, that's because I have won on hard before, I promise. But I'm going to need to regroup. I don't think I'm going to win this one. There I was, gaily thinking I would easily take Kaurov City and then we'll move on the Sisters' capital. Hydras. Hydras will turn the turn. Sentinels are ready.
Warming up the engine, my lord. Heavy weapons. Where are your orders, sir? Nothing will get through our field of fire. Nothing will get through our
Push them back with heavy fire. Greater flamers for now. Where's the Hydra? How have they got longer range than a stock bolter? Oh yes. I should just mention that there are a few units in the game that are quite obviously voiced by just modders, and the Hydra is one of these. A guy in his room has recorded that, let's be honest. Look at them, cheeky buggers! Oh, my voice has gone really high. They're already building, they're hemming us in.
Where do you want us? Taking hit!
Stop moving. Upgrade to autocannons.
We'll cover our men.
They've got the Inquisition troops, that's when they really start to absolutely ruin us. Trying to walk into each other.
Big guns ready to fire. Big guns ready to fire. Nothing will get through our field fire. Moving to new firing.
The Hydra is phenomenal, and we can support them with a couple of basilisks. We will need more structures for this. I apologise for the jarriness. I will turn down the graphics. It does run flawlessly normally. I've set them as high as they can be because I have to reinstall it. So I may have to tinker with the sound. I did tinker with the sound as much as I could beforehand, but I may not have done it enough. Upgrade to that gets us more resources. Now the Basilisk is my favourite unit. It's so good. Just wait till it turns and fires. It can shred anything from, and its range is about here to the middle of the map. And that is no joke whatsoever. You will see units just randomly falling over, and that will be the... Oh, they've got an invisible unit. I need a Psyker, I need a Psyker.
As you wish, so shall it be done.
Standing by.
Oh, and their invisible unit is doing a lot of damage.
Acknowledged, sir.
We'll cover our men. Position confirmed. Where do you want us, sir?
What are they building there? A manufactorum right in front of our base. Jammy buggers. Get the Griffin mortar tank. Is that Psyker ready yet? He's on his way. Psyker can detect invisible units. Ah, so can the side tower. Yes. Withdraw, withdraw. Needlessly burn. Upgrade.
We can take them.
I need him.
You requested a cycle,
Got the Griffin. We don't really need the Psyker now, we're about to build the tower, but we can call him in. Strip the soul of that scum. There's a Psyker attached to a tower if you're wondering what's up there.
For God's sake, fall back! Don't welcome me, a coward.
You require my skill.
Who requested some indirect firepower?
Upgrade.
Yes, ma'am.
Griffin to the front.
As you wish, so shall it be done. Do you know?
Big guns ready to fire. Heavy weapons on the move.
Do you require?
Nothing will get through our field
Like the
fire.
Griffin of legend, we bring death from the sky.
From the sky. Couple of support sentinels, yes please. You get Cassacrans out here yet? No. Standard guardsmen will have to suffice.
Fall back! We cannot
We're being on the run.
You will hold the ground in the name of your God Emperor!
Where do you want us, sir? Moving to new firing.
He says, immediately retreating them.
What do you require?
Curse something. Yes, I called for an Earthshaker.
Sir,
You shall be Team 4. Stop moving. Oh, they've got their own artillery.
it is my duty to serve.
T, 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 T. Oh, no, I pressed Y. T, 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 T.
Ready
Yeah.
and willing, sir.
Heavy mortar team.
Nothing will get through our field fire.
Griffin artillery tank on, sir.
Pass by the dead bodies. Oh yes, good job, team. Keep up the fire. Keep up the fire.
Cover our men. Ready to fire.
The guardsmen are very fond of asking for fire support, as you will soon hear. Keep up the pressure. Now the basilisk, you might think, oh, I'll have to move those basilisks up soon. But no, you'd be wrong. The basilisk have a mental range. They just keep going. Oh dear, we're out of power. Where's your... There should be one more of you.
My skills. Initiating construction. Initiating construction. Initiating construction. Initiating construction.
Oh, there he is.
That you require my skills.
Meet somewhere in the middle. Move up. Oh, they're calling in a blooming orbital bombardment. Oh, pull out, pull out, pull out! We've made it out, we've made it out. Stop your moving now. Blooming Inquisition.
Retreat again.
Just gonna do an earth shake around. Munitions prepared. Arming cannon. Firing now! It doesn't do as much damage as you think, but it takes a solid 2,000 or so off. Keep up your fire.
Soldier for himself.
Delivering death from the sky.
What about you? Interestingly, they've completely ignored our northern section. Oh, as of we, though.
I am
Okay. We can take reporting for
Ah, we got the Lehman Russ. Which means we've got Baneblade pattern, Mars pattern command.
backs. You will have it.
Right, we'll build the Mars pattern command over here where we can get them out.
Down, sir.
Prove yourselves. We've done it!
By the Emperor, you will have
By the blood of the guardsmen, we've retaken our land. Build what we can.
We shall
Griffin, move over there.
the Emperor's foes.
By the Emperor, you will have it. It's an honor to serve the Imperium, sir. It is my duty to serve.
Right, are you out?
Thank you, machine spirit, for only take me a moment.
One of them,
A
one of them,
challenge worthy of my
and one of them.
skill.
And then your friends
I
here.
am honored that you require my skills.
Got us 2 Mars pattern commands.
Challenge worthy of my skill.
Objective
Only
secured.
take me a
What
moment.
now?
One of you return.
Initiating construction.
What are your orders?
Oh, there's quite a few of you left alive, aren't
You
there?
will have it. Sir, yes, sir.
Well done, men. Well done.
If such is the Emperor's will. By the Emperor, you will have it. It is my duty to serve.
I'm not even going to win this one in a single episode. So,
If such
the
is the Emperor's
2
will,
episodes
What are your
that I
orders?
spoke of earlier are going to have to just be this and
Shall I
then
get started?
this one and then
Eager for
winning
action,
this one,
sir.
which I am confident I can do. They're not going to break through there anytime soon. What else can we do to our guardsmen? Cassacrin. Oh, we can give them more las guns. Make our snipers invisible. Improve our command squad. Don't really go with the command squad. I rarely use them.
Eager for action.
Storm them! Support sentinel. Where's the other support sentinel? Oh, we only have one left.
Retreat again.
So shall it be done.
There's too many of them.
Standard Baneblade, which I think is one of the best, accompanied by... I can't remember which one I think is good to go with it. Which one has the plasma?
Is that the best you've got?
New weapon... I can't remember. Dual heavy plasma, that one. Yeah.
I am honored that you require my skills.
You two are no longer needed there. Get back in there.
In his name.
Initiating construction.
The enemy are coming. How many of you survived? None! Damn it! The basilisks are at least giving them hell.
Acknowledged.
Drop them in there. Oh, the enemy's on their way. Our mortar squads stand by. Oh, our Texi has gone into the sea. They've all brought down a blooming orbital bombardment. Where's that Baneblade? It's required. We can call on some Lehman Russ tanks though. How much of the Baneblades going to take? 8 and 10 is it? 8. 8.
Taking hits.
Standard Lehman Russ from you. I'll take a Conqueror. There are ones which I think are useless and some which I think are really good, but the mod also has a very useful feature which is experience.
Finally, behold the fury of she-sonification.
The longer a unit stays alive, the better it is. Oh, I've just talked over him saying witness your doom. Curses!
These repairs may require some time. I challenge one.
Now team 1. Pull up to defend. Cassicrans, you are called to honor. I'd like you to take Master Vox Operators and Priest. Let me preach his name! Upgrade. Oh dear, wrong buttons. Oh, they're not. They're N and B. Oh, button control setup is so annoying.
By the Emperor's will, we are here.
G, H, N and B apparently.
Awaiting instructions.
Let me preach his name. Cassican squad ready.
Understood.
Well, the Baneblades don't give... Often, against a normal enemy, once you've built Baneblades, you've basically won. But against a hard enemy, that it's not assured.
Forming up the engine mode.
You have to keep going.
Forming up the engine mode.
We're ready to the occasion, men.
But with some Cassicrans to act as elites, which I often do, which is exactly what I use them for.
Time to earn our keep. You have chosen on standby.
It's interesting. I really find that when the Emperor was knocking about the world, knocking about the universe, commanding the Imperium from the front lines, he was spreading the imperial truth, which was that there is no religion, there is nothing like spirits, there's no gods, there is nothing. And the Imperium of Man very zealously forced this belief on any human planet they came across. They were unbelievably xenophobic, and they would kill any alien upon sight, often attempting to wipe out entire species with no cause other than they weren't human. But then, upon the Emperor's internment in the Golden Throne, the Lectitio Divinitatis then became the strongest proponent of the new faith, which is the Imperial Cult or Imperial Creed. And that is that the Emperor is in fact a god. He was already immortal, the first immortal, and all Space Marines come by extension from the Primarchs from him himself. And they venerate him now as a god. But for years he spent years in removing all forms of religion and ensuring nobody believed and worshipped anyone. To then have that all thrown back in his face when he becomes the very thing he seeks to remove. What the hell is hitting you that strongly? Pull up there and support them. Something is really hitting them. Pull away, good lord. What is that? Hell is a throne of judgment. Right, it's time for mass guardsmen. think we can get 5 in a thing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need more, really. I need more. No, Baneblades are dying. Team 4. Earthshakers. Attack that target, damn it.
You have chosen. Long have I wished to serve under you, sir. You have chosen.
Oh no, they got the bloomin' saint. Oh wow, she's not very good though, is she? Look at that. She is the equivalent of a Baneblade. Terrible, absolutely terrible.
Require my skills. A challenge worthy of my skill.
Reporting for duty.
If we are to defend here, then we will defend here with utter surety.
A challenge worthy of my skill.
Kindly get on with all of that. That'd be
What would
marvellous.
you have me do?
If the Baneblades die, we'll just build another one.
What are your orders?
T T T T T T T T T tab T T T T T tab T T T T T.
Look out! Here they come!
Madness. This game is madness.
By the Emperor, you will have it.
Pressing buttons over and over and over and over and over.
We're under fire! By the Emperor, you will have it.
More to go as
What
well.
are your orders?
Tactical commander, we are as upgraded as we can be.
By the Emperor, you
Yes,
will
we are.
have it. Reporting for duty.
Call the Vindicare assassin into the field. I need side range.
Standing by.
Ah, we're there. Vin, get me a temp priest, tech priest. Oh, wrong blooming building. I'm not cut out for this.
Only
You're
take
coming.
me a moment.
I need you to go and repair some
Assassin here.
Baneblades.
Acknowledged.
Who summons me?
Control 0, always the control command of the assassins. Right.
You heard the man. Jump to. You have chosen.
Wisely.
My scars prove my worth.
These repairs may require some time.
Orders acknowledged.
Take as long as you need, buddy. I don't tend to zoom in, no, because it's really disorientating. It's far easier to control the battlefield from above.
It is my duty to serve.
But we will have to end the episode reasonably soon, as I'm running out of time in the day.
Sir, yes, sir.
But what will follow will be our first attempt to secure a foothold outside the enemy's base.
If such is the Emperor's will.
That's what we're going for. Exactly what they did to us, we're going to do to them. But, being Imperial Guard,
You will have it.
the Astra Militarum, we shall be able to hold this bridge here and pen them in. And then once they're penned in, jobs are good.
As you wish, so shall it
You can be
done.
Team 5.
I will ease the machines.
Awaiting instructions.
Who summons me?
Vindicare, get
A
us some
simple
sight
task,
range.
Perhaps.
I like him. I like how mysterious he sounds.
Long have I wished to serve under you, sir.
Give me another priest to join with our elite, the Cassacrin.
Call to battle.
Closest thing the Imperial Guard has to a Space Marine. I don't like the Ogrins, I'm afraid. I think they are just bantha fodder. They just get killed. That's all they really do. And I just think they're useless. I also don't really go for the Titan either. It has to be said.
Battlefield suppression unit.
You are all Team 1.
Lady, preach his name. You have chosen
Wisely.
My devotion is assured.
Can you join them? Yes, you can.
What would you have me
Right,
do?
you're Team 2.
Make
Get
haste.
yourselves in there. How are we all
Eager
doing?
for action, sir. Shall I get
Team
started?
3.
Eager for action, sir. Shall I get started?
Oh, I think they're all there.
Shall I get started? God.
Oh, the enemy comes. Look at the craters created by the basilisks. That's basilisk fire, those black lines. They're all
Thanks
in
for
there.
the ride.
Get in the next one. Team 1,
We are the personification of victory.
push through. Team 5, hold your support.
My skills.
Oh Oh, goodness gracious, Sid Celestine. They've got their own Land Raider. We've got nothing to counter this. Guardsmen, you may need to be used alternatively. In fact, I certainly think you are. We're going to lose over there.
Acknowledged.
Deploy in a defensive pattern.
Acknowledged.
Next one, next one, next one, next one. Oh, I've not clicked. See, they're breaking already, but they are dropping on them. Sheer numbers. We take them with sheer numbers.
Our weaponry is an unyielding hammer of woe.
Oh, they attack Team 5.
What are we doing? Artillery!
There we are. Always calling for artillery. But they've done it, though. Well done, men! Stand your ground.
You called, sir.
Team 3, you have performed admirably.
Double time!
Now return.
Back hard.
Oh, how many of them die? It's just so relentless.
You called, sir. If something's
sorry,
the
brothers.
Emperor's will. You called, sir.
At least we're reclaiming our lands. Most guardsmen get sent to far-flung corners of the Empire and never see their home again. Yes, hold that down, hold it down. The guardsmen will soon be upon you.
Will only take me a
What's the third one?
I am
Oh, he's over there.
You require my skill.
Basilisks, move up. You're required closer to the battle. Need more Lehman Roosters as well.
Battlefield suppression unit.
Warming up the engine mode.
Shall I get started?
It's a smooth ride.
Don't want to be attacked from behind while we're fiddling around with the invasion.
Orders acknowledged.
Hold back, damn it! Shall I get started?
The plasma weapons just shred the buildings.
Shall I get
Well
started?
done, men. Now stand there and recoup. You'll be called upon again in the final charge.
Shall I get started? Sir, yes, sir. Shall I get started? Retreat again and I'll shoot. Eager for action, sir. By the Emperor. You will, sir.
Maybe they've got a secondary base.
Acknowledged. Orders acknowledged. Awaiting instructions.
You called, sir.
Take that.
Capturing it was easy. You called, sir.
Holding it will be hard.
I am require my skill. I will ease the machine.
You can build different types of Lehman Russes over here, and one of the ones that you definitely want is the command tank. Take a Vanquisher while I'm there.
Down is for the
Stormblade.
But I will take this opportunity to... I'm going to pause now. Oh, thank God for that. Jesus, it's ridiculously intense. This is why I can't play against other humans. I'm just not got it in me. But that will end that first episode. So I do hope you've enjoyed this foray into the 252nd Kauravan Conservator Regiment's grand and holy campaign to reclaim the planets of Kauravar for the forces of the God Emperor. Blessed be his name. I will indeed upload a second one, which will be the conclusion of this episode and will likely be a lot shorter because now we've got them penned here, the game's pretty much over. This game is over. We've then got to attack their headquarters, which is likely to be a 2 or 3 hour long battle. Because I'm slow. So there it is. I do hope you've enjoyed it. Please leave as much feedback as you can. I'll read it all when I get back and see if people have enjoyed this, because I love this game and I'll happily carry on. And I can teach you anything you want to know about it in the meantime, anything that I know at least. I really struggle with the High Gothic language, which is the name of the very floral, shall we say, flowery Latin style language that they use, but I'll give it my best shot. So leave any feedback that you will. I do hope you've enjoyed it. Let me know what you think. I'm Arika Galadirith, and I'm the head of Divide and Conquer mod for Third Age Total War. But if you've enjoyed this, please, as I say, leave me feedback, and I will read it in time. So until we speak again, dear friends, Navar Naden Pedimad Melunin, and farewell.